Check it out. Check it out.
Yep. You know, mic check 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Load the toad, says Jonathan. What's up, Dank? You're gonna start buying Zen live? That's actually, I think, cool. Maybe we need more content like that. Maybe we need people buying Zen live, and then it dumps, like you said, right after you buy it. Yeah, it's gonna dump. What up, Aaron? Earn it. I would say Aaron. That's this lazy English in me. What up? Earn it. Welcome to the stream. See Lita. What up, Lita? Yeah, man. Today is Thursday, April 4th, 2024. This your boy Crypto Bruh, aka Earnet, aka Earnet. No, I'm just kidding. Aka More World Pizza DJ / producer. And yeah, kind of recovering right now. Went to a fun event last night. Some crypto stuff. Got some free hold on. Might as well give this guy some pro. What's up, y'all? Dude, I got this like NFT like vodka thing called Bored Vodka by Spirit Punks. Shout outs to the Spirit Punk team for whatever this is. Whatever, I don't know what this is gonna do. NFT NYC is such a funny thing. This is like probably like my fourth one where I'm just kind of taking advantage of the satellite events, which are just things that are going on in New York, blah, blah, blah. And like, yeah, man, went to the Taproot Wizards event yesterday. That was really cool, though. It's really interesting to meet the wizards, the people behind the PFPs. Yeah, very interesting collective of crypto enthusiasts. And yeah, man, definitely want to get a quantum cat one day and or find a Taproot wizard. But yeah, they're just a different clique. Like they thrive off of educating people. And yeah, I think that was the event. Every other event will be all right, but yeah, there was like famous people there, so that shit was chill. You people. So disappointing. I be in NYC or San Fran is dead as fuck. I need to be in NYC. Yeah, I mean that's the benefit of being in a large metropolitan like New York is the real life is always gonna happen here. It's just like the chance city, you know. And Vegas is the same. That's another really good place to just live because there's gonna be tons of things that come your way, and you're like paying rent to basically just take advantage of these opportunities in the city. But yeah, I've lived in New York now for like almost 8 years, so I'm at the like breaking point of Wynn, Wyoming, Wynn, Idaho. And that's what's crazy right now. The NFT NYC things, for my perspective, is like is for people who want to buy shit. It's not really for innovation. And again, that's why I think in Zen world, we're tackling something that is a topic amongst minds. It's not a topic amongst the buyers, right? We don't really have that going on. Because again, the real discussion in crypto is the layer one. And that's what we care about. Is that layer one on fire? So what I saw today, yeah, Bitcoins are rebounding. It's doing Bitcoin things. I'm not really paying too much attention to it because, again, this is a trader's market and I'm not going to get caught up in their emotions, right? Like this whole trading thing, all it takes is one 2010 Bitcoin person to pull up and just be like, fuck it, I'm going to dump 1,000 Bitcoins. And then it's just going to make the market emotional. So for me personally, I'm just kind of observing it, but I do know Bitcoin, you know, has a good support. I don't expect it to get down to 50,000. I could see it come down to the moving average here, the 72, which is at 57,000. So that sounds about chill, right? And what else is kind of crazy is this NFT NYC thing. It definitely puts a lot in perspective of like, oh, okay, this is why it might be all right for a dump. There's a lot of money being spent right now Magic eating through a fucking like boat party or some shit yesterday. So there's a lot of money being spent to kind of entertain wallet holders. And I'm always curious, like, is that gonna push the market left or right? You know, post people linking, post like, I don't know if I really dig this, blah blah blah, right? Like, it's just part of the game. Like, this is the industry. I truthfully think NFTs and Crypto Banter said it today, but NFTs and memes, that's pretty much the industry right now. Like, it's, you can't like this is a real product, and it's vodka. Like, we could do better than this, but I mean, it's at least it's physical, you know. And that's kind of what I like about this idea. Is like we are getting to a physical state. We are identifying what brands are gonna be on the shelves, who is gonna run the next wave, and that's why, again, you don't even need to pay attention to Bitcoin's price, really, unless you're gonna turn it into some, you know, inscriptions. Same with like Ethereum. You don't really need to know about Ethereum's price, but because ETH has all these layer 2s now, why wouldn't you be stacking ETH that you can use on an Optimism or a Base Chain or Zora or a ZK rollups, Auburn Trump, whatever you want to use it, you know, whatever chain you want to pick. But yeah, that's another reason why I'm bullish on ETH, because Ethereum has a new user who wants this. And they're, again, on these layer 2s, buying ETH, storing it over there, not on the base layer. And this might give it a chance to get to that, you know, that all-time high, and possibly, you know, go to that ridiculous price of $19,000, which we have sitting here, which I wouldn't be surprised at this point in crypto world. I wouldn't be surprised. What I would be surprised to see is like a Solana at $5,000. Now that would be insanity, but it's possible. Or like an XN token when X1 chain is live. Like, the surprise factor of that, like that's what I'm waiting for. But Bitcoin and ETH, I'm not surprised. They're the safest place you can get in cryptocurrency. Everyone's building around them, and then the community, like the like-minded concepts here, they seem to be better when it is like an Ethereum and or Bitcoin scenario. Solana too. Those things, like, it's so crazy. Like, go into a bit like a crypto event, and then like you want to talk crypto, but you want to chill and enjoy the open bar. So that's kind of what I like about this whole NFT NYC thing. I can really see projects like for what they I'm sorry. Hold up. There we go. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Okay. No. But I can see projects for like what they are. Like what they truly are, who their community is, you know, like, are these people gonna hold, or are they here for the for the fun, for the free bar, you know? So again, Solana, I've been to an event with them, and they got events going on, and this is why I was saying their community is strong. Like, in the real world, their community is like super party, like party hardy. So they tend to attract new people through these like sagas of like, you know, an industry event like an NFT NYC. I mean, people don't want to put it there, but this is like, in my opinion, this is the like Comic-Con of crypto. Yo, people come from all over the place, and they really seize opportunity. It's the Comic-Con of the space. And yeah, I feel like this evolve, or this thing is going to continue to evolve. And maybe it loses the NFT part. Maybe that's not where it is, but maybe like it's like crypto plot, you know, something else is brewing. And again, it's based on community, and it's based on L1. And then you get the tokens, right? So I love this new future we live in. And if you're not hip to the game, that means you're just not believing that the conversation starts with a layer 1. Like, it starts with the Bitcoin, Like, I can't beat it in your head enough to be like, it starts with the Ethereum. And this is why it's hard to have conversations about anything below the top 20 in crypto, because these products are not in the conversation unless it's like Arbitrum, right? We can 34 we can throw in there because it's got ETH. And then there's some honorable mentions here: BitTensor, Dog with a Hat, Render, top 50. Damn, Render's still in the top 50. Hedera with the DAG, OKX. Met some of those fools yesterday too. They was in the house. Damn, VeChain turned their V into a green V. Man, I bought a whole bunch of the VeChain way back here because of John McAfee, R.I.P. Zenish, ayo, shout outs Dank for the 5 yas. Bro, what is Og like? What is Og life in real life? I asked him the same question about you. Oh, how is Og in real life? How do you explain this guy? You gotta experience the augmented. It is a vibe. But no, it's funny because he says the word notion all the time, and now I be saying that shit. I'm like, yo, that is not the notion or the notion. Yeah, but no, I mean that's what I'm saying. The coolest thing about Zen is I feel like our community is full of real people. Like, and what we are really setting forth in our design is collaboration with all crypto industry. So like, I'm like wearing the Zen crypto beanie, meeting Udi and Eric Wall, and they know about me. Or because I'm wearing, it's like, oh, Jack Levin right here, So Jack's already owned the Zen thing in the meta world. Like, people see Zen in higher places and they know, oh, that's the Jack Levin thing, right? And then there's other brands that have no clue who we are. Just like we don't know the brand that's the Jack Levin thing on XRP or Solana, right? So this is why, again, these industry collaboration events such as an NFT NYC and so on, ETH Denver. I think NFT NYC is bigger than ETH Denver, and people kind of hush it because it has so much culture in it. It's like where everyone goes to relax and do an open bar. Like, I don't think they do an open bars in ETH Denver. And like, you know what I mean? Like, they are, but like, it's like New York. Like, what the fuck? Like, this had to be expensive. That's how I'm saying everything. I'm like, damn, how much did this shit cost? Y'all got a boat? That shit had to be expensive. Y'all put a bunch of nerds on a boat? Fuck. I saw that on Twitter. I was like, damn, this had to be expensive. I mean, Jack alluded to it. He was like, yo, if we ever do a Zen thing, it's going to have to be in Vegas. And that's kind of why I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, again, people see Zen and they don't understand where this is headed. And it's okay. I think like it's really okay because you're just going to learn a hard lesson. I am here to let you know you're going to learn a hard lesson because you faded. You forgot about it. Zen. You decided to do it. You're allowed to. We have our own community and we're cooking right now. And it's been 2 years almost. I forget what the duration is here. Let's see. What is Zen's on ETH? Yeah, I guess we could just say 1 day. Let me see here. From 3,024 CX. No, that's not true. I don't want to do it. Oh, I know where I can go. Shout out Zen Pub. I just want to see how long Zen has been alive. And again, that's what I mean. It's taking on its own vibe, bro. We are meta already. Because we stopped a lot of chains. Like, we stopped every single chain we released Zen on. Every time Zen becomes popular, if there is enough demand, it will push congestion on chains. Right now, it doesn't really do that. And I guess that's a good thing. But again, I don't know any other project that has the right pieces to the puzzle. There's a lot of pieces too you need, right? Like, it's building a brand and a culture and a community at the same time, and a technology. That's the bonus in X1 Zen world is, and we build in technology, bro. Like, you don't have to try too hard to find out like why it's dope. Also, 1 year and 178 days. So it's like almost 2 years. Almost a year and a half. How about that? Because you need the 180. 2 days away from the 180. That's great, right? Zen is already existing, and everything that kind of goes forward is it's a little bit complex. So this is getting a little deeper, but what I want to try to bring together right now is like why I think it's very a comfortable conversation to say Zen can potentially be on the level of an Ethereum and Bitcoin with community attraction, because we are the only coin currently that is using gas and chain congestion as a variable of value, right? And what else is pretty nuts that no one really talks about is that when you mint Zen, you also kind of lock in the past price of crypto markets. So like anyone who was mining Zen back in October when Ethereum was 1,500, they actually got the best price on the Zen. Because if ETH, like we're all saying, is going north, then it'll never get back here, right? The whole market is saying, the whole fucking world, how about that? Fuck the market. The whole world is saying, yo, we're not going back down here. All right. Well, have you ever heard of the Zen coin, where it literally takes the value of the past and brings it to the future? There's no other coin like that. Zero. So that's kind of why, again, I think, and I'm pretty confident about it, I think Zen's a topic to talk about. And I think people who don't talk about it just don't understand. And maybe their comprehension is, again, they're a meme. All they know is memes, you know, so trying to get closer to the technology, they're about to learn a hard lesson and get fucking left behind. And we as real Zenians probably should be like, yo, we can't wait to see you guys get left behind. And the chant should become louder and louder and louder. Because, I mean, I think we're here right now. Maybe that's why the world is telling me to say this right now, right? I don't know, the AI. But yeah, this moving average look that we have here on Zen, this is exactly what you want to see. Like this is crazy. Like, I mean, again, I've been following Zen chart since the beginning. It's probably the first chart that I've really followed since the birth, next to Hex. And I mean, Hex is just like, what the fuck happened? I don't even know what happened. I am so out the loop over there. Just like how people are out the loop in Zen, I don't know what the fuck is going on over there. You know, and I ain't got time for it right now. We're about to change the world with this X coin. And again, what's crazy is that this pattern here, this consolidation, is just so powerful that, like, I am so sold that the industry is watching us. Okay, they fucking know. Everybody fucking knows. Dude, if Zen was whack, I wouldn't get, like, I'd be looking weird as fuck wearing this beanie in a crowd full of Bitcoiners, bro. But instead, it's like, oh, that's the Jack 11 project. You know, you can educate people basically about Zen because it's like, oh, someone's here that actually knows about it. You feel me? So that's pretty cool. I think that's really cool status to be part of a project that people have no clue about, but they know that shit is next. I can't think of another project that's like that. I can't right now. Maybe you can show me a really, okay, like here, let's use our brain. It's not like that. Yeah, I can't do it like that. Because, you know, another way I say this, or the reason why I would say this is like an OG, is that people follow layer ones. That's the conversation. The memes crack on Solana because they want to buy the Solana and go and get Sonic with a hat. You know, the Book of Bonk. So Solana is the logo you're trying to be sporting. But can you say you really are part of Solana team? No. What the fuck? You can run a node on Solana and you could show up to the event, be like, yeah, man, I'm a node runner, but you're just running a node on Solana. It's so much different than the Zen world. Like on the Zen world, people own hardware. It's not like, yo, I run a node. It's like, yeah, I got some hardware. I got some bare metal. We can cook with this. It's got a whole different language, even down to the minting the Zen. It's like, oh, I got some extra ETH. I got some extra this. I'll go make some Zen. Right? It's got a whole different flavor to it. It's not Book of Meow, cat in a dog's world. Jesus. Let's look at the base memes. Base ping. All right. I'll do transactions. Blurf. Based enu. Rex on base. See, this is kind of stupid too. People are like doing like these are pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is why, again, if you walk into into an event wearing like a based Shiba Inu fucking drip, people are gonna be like, dog, what the hell? Like, that's not the real project. That's not where the eyes are. That's just a fun thing. It's like, why'd you show up with your favorite toy? Like, this isn't show and tell. And again, that's why I'm 100% sold. I mean, I've been 10,000% sold. But yeah, the more I immerse myself in IRL with the X on my chest and on my head, the more I feel like people are intrigued. And also the conversations are longer. The conversations aren't short and sweet. They're like a vibe, So I do think people are going to, again, fuck off all the Zen, and then it's going to take off. And then we're going to move on. X1 chain is going to come out. And where do we go when X1 chain comes out? Where are you standing? Personally, I am looking at all of these Zens as opportunities because I think they all rise. And that's what no one's thinking about because they're not in Zen. I mean, there's Zenians everywhere, but this is why I've been shilling cbXEN so hard. So another fun thing about cbXEN is that cbXEN, it how do you say this? Well, it's in supply shock. That's the simplest way for me to say it. It's in supply shock, and with the supply shock happening, it swings the price super heavy. Like, this is the most volatile Zen right now. Somebody had asked me, like, why are you talking so much about cbXEN? And another educational thing, I'm trying to, hopefully some people see it here. I know some understand it, but when there's a lot of volume, right? 10K in volume, there's a lot of moving pieces, and those moving pieces, that's the volatility. So over in a week worth of just talking about this coin, I'm not pumping it. It's the Zenians. Like, it's the people that get it, it's the people that got some extra ETH. It's the people that it's clicking, Now it's up to 9.2 thousand in the liquidity, right? So the market cap is fluctuating, but the liquidity is growing, right? There was a point in time when this pooled ETH was zero. It was like 0.8, 0.7. So what's happening here, right? Like, this is what I'm trying to explain, why Zen on all chains is different than everything you've imagined. If you're on Avalanche and it's your favorite fucking chain, I don't know why you like it. I'm still trying to figure out why you like it. Well, hey, if you have some Zen or some Avalanche, you can mint some Zen today. Your liquidity is at $5.3 thousand. Market cap's pretty high though. But you see what I mean? Like, you talk about Zen for a week and the liquidity goes up. Why is everyone scared of Zen? I haven't been keeping my eye on Binance, but yeah, Binance is also on the radar. It's on the radar right now. This is what I want to see on cbXEN. These wikis, but we're not getting any wicks on cbXEN because it's in supply shock. So every time someone sells they can't sell enough and it gets bought back. But someone's slow selling over here right now. Damn. I think this is all-time lows, right? All-time lows. All-time lows. Yeah, it's all-time lows. All right. So yeah, Binance is a mood right now. You see these wicks. People are trying to, they're just moving out. They're just like, fuck it, I'm out. The longer there's no XOON, the more people are going to move out and move on and think they're going to go find a better thing. Like, I'm going to go find something better. And then they're just going to end up back here. I've already done this shit with Bitcoin, bro. So, and Ethereum. You leave the fucking ship, you get on your little tugboat, and you're going to go somewhere else. And you're going to swear to Bob that you're going to find something better than Zen. And then I'm going to see you in 2 years. And I'm going to welcome you back. Arms wide open. Arms wide open. Like, I knew it, man. I'm sorry. It's all good. You faded it. You sold it. Thank God we got. Because, right, if you do all this drama shit now, then get it out of your system. Zen's an 8-year train, right? You can come back in 2 years and it'd still be ahead of the curve. So don't count yourself out, you know, but you will always remember the Zen. That's like OP Zen. They're going to pump this. If I keep talking shit about this one, it's going to pump. So yeah, fuck OP Zen. Oh my God, you sound so sexy. Bare metal. Bare metal. You fucking bare metal nerds. Now, see, that's what's cool about the Zen world. See, I feel like in the Zen world, we really do have both sides. We have the branding and we have the hardware. And I think that's what crypto was missing. You could say the same thing for the internet. Why did Jack Levin and Google really kill the game? It was Gmail, right? Everything made sense. We're going to use Google to search. We got fast searches, but Google really didn't take off until Gmail was a cooler email to have than a Yahoo or an AOL. It was like ghetto to have that shit. Like, oh, you got an AOL? Like, you outdated, man? We on Gmail. Right. And scaling the brand of Google is what Jack Levin also helped articulate with the infrastructure. And that's kind of, again, only reason I think he can do this is because of that. He's already scaled to the world before with Gmail. This is just addresses, right? Like your email address in crypto is your fucking wallet address. So it's the same thing, just now with cryptography versus bobisgod@gmail.com. Right. And that's why too I'm laughing, because I'm like, wow, people really don't believe he can do this. I haven't yet seen anybody come at it with this angle. And I mean, I would love to ask Jack Levin. We're gonna all have a spaces with Roz, me, him, and Tree City West and Simple. And probably one of my questions I'm gonna ask to try to bring in this first principles architecture, I guess you can say, for the Zen world, because this is architected. This is all design. Everything is by design. There's not one thing in Zen world that's not by design. Like us waiting for X1 chain is by design. Us speculating on what's gonna happen next is all by design. But if you're in the hardware side of things, you're seeing it come into reality. Truthfully, like I'm seeing that for sure. Like if you're mining XENblocks, you're watching X1 chain being born in front of you. And again, there's not a lot of blockchains that offer this. There's a lot that can get you involved, but then it's not free. You know, it's not. Oh, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not free, fair and free at the same time. You can go and get Zen on any network right now for free. And then when X1 chain comes out, if it's successful, everything all of a sudden that was free is going to be demand. Goes from free to demand, bro. Instantly. It's almost like you don't want X1 chain to come out. The more you realize how sick it is, like how much of the L1 conversation has so many bullet holes that we about to increase. We're gonna come with the robot. They gonna be pissed. Yeah, look at these fucking trash. These are trash, bro. Everything here sucks. Honestly, I'd rather keep my value in fiat than anything here. Maybe die. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking kidding. I'll be in Bitcoin for sure. The whole world is down. Ethereum, the whole world is down. I'll be in those two. BNB, Solana, like I said, that's not the whole world. The whole world is not down for these two, and it screams it again in the market caps. Still waiting. These two combined don't even have a market cap as big as Ethereum together, bruh. You put 4 and 5 together and it's still not one Ethereum. How can you even compare that type of stuff? Right. And again, that's why I think people are going to build on Bitcoin, because it's too risky. It's way too risky for some other L1s. And they're going to need an X1 chain to think outside the box. Right. What's the problem with Solana? It goes down too much. Why does Solana go down? It's because of their nodes. Why? One bad node, you got to fork it. You got to fork it out, restart the chain. Downtime can be up to 2 to 3, hours, I think, or something. I think their longest downtime was like 11 hours or something. I don't know. I think they're designing also a human behavior for you to think crypto is supposed to go out. And that ain't supposed to be. Crypto does not go out, dude. The chain is alive. So the fact that like they're building in that feeling is crazy. But at the same time, corporations are moving in, and that's where we're headed. We're headed to outage. You want a chain that has an outage? Damn, that sucks. But yeah, again, X1 chain, I see it plugging itself right up here somewhere. XN coin, XNM, Zen, all of our market caps combined could try to be the one that goes against this, and not go against it, but the integration. It's like, oh, now we got X1 chain. It connects Bitcoin to Ethereum and to everything else. One of the very first interoperable chains, and then the hardware has the AI that's always selecting committees of 21 nodes at the best performance possible to have the best ice skating rink. It's gonna be glassy over there for sure. And yeah, that's why I don't think there's any competition for X1 chain. I think everything is gonna be like, there's no competition at this point, especially after last night. You know what I'm saying? These blockchains are boring me. Does your chain hang low? Does it wobble to the flow? Can you tie it in or not? Hey, Rolando's saying Web 4 is Web 3 on weed. Yesterday, somebody was trying to tell me they were Web 3 something, and I just was laughing inside of myself like, bro, you're on Web 2 servers. You're never going to be Web 3 until X1 chain. Man, I'm getting extremely egotistical about this chain, but I'm telling you, I feel it. And that's why we got to get into cbXEN. It was a long pause there. This is like, do you see why we need to do every single Zen? Every Zen should go up. And I'm surprised not more people are out championing this idea that, hey, if you're on a shitty chain, maybe you want to do this. I'm waiting for someone to really pull the rug over here. But again, the supply shock is in. So they're not going to do it. This person did it. I think I have the address up here. Is this the person? Yes. Haha. It's this person. Man, something's up with Base Scan. Base ain't never had so many users ever. Oh, that was to approve. But I think I could see it here. But long story short, you had this wallet that sold today, this morning, and I went and looked at the analysis, and they actually came up. They bought a bunch of, they just happened to be buying cbXEN in the billions, and they bought a whole bunch right here and sold it right here. But this is kind of why, again, I'm saying you're going against supply shock. So when you're selling against that. It's not like the old school Zen days when you would sell and it would just go down and down and down. Unfortunately, on cbXEN, it is not like that. It does not go down when you sell. It goes to someone else. Because, again, we don't have enough time to make the Zen, which we knew is going to happen. And that's why I think what we're seeing on cbXEN and OPZen is the future of Zen after X1 chain. Like after X1 chain, OPZen and cbXEN will be normal for ETHZen. You're like in a time machine on these two chains right now. The OPZen is showing you what the supply is going to look like and how it may affect the price. That's why I'm saying we don't really know what's going to happen if supply will affect the price. All right. I think that's a great narrative, but I don't think it's deep enough. That's why I'm not rooting for supply. You know, I'm rooting for distribution. And that's what I like about cbXEN. It exposes the distribution cycles of Zen and why it's important to know, like, how is this thing being distributed? Because if I am selling into a buyer's market, I am the distributor. But maybe I want to hodl it because I want to see higher prices. But you don't know how the game works, and you're not on ZenPub to see that you're not making it, basically. So here, I'll show you what I mean. This is a cbXEN. So right now we see on the liquid daily supply, we are again re-entering a supply shock. So we went into it for a while because the gas was high. And then it peaked because there was a little bit of hope for cbXEN, and people could claim and sell their 200-day mints, which were roughly around like 4 billion each. There was like one wallet that made like 77 XeNFTs on all these different wallets, and they just like were selling, and everybody was just buying, and then burning. And yeah, that's the problem in cbXEN. As long as people keep burning it, at least as like while it's cheap, like because gas is cheap, it will continue to see supply shock, right? And then as long as people keep staking it, it will continue to see supply shock. So anyone who is selling it, like this wallet here, who was buying it and selling it back onto the market, you're essentially just redistributing, you know, that 100, you know, you're just redistributing that shit. So like it actually works for everyone because I don't have time to make this, right? I can't make 347 billion Zen out of thin air, right? That's not possible. We can show that here. Remember, use Zenmon calculator, bruv. And it's just not possible. Like you'd have to do ridiculous math to get to that part. Just to dump it. That's why I say just to dump it. That in itself is dump protection. Like the insanity thought that like, oh, you're gonna go and print billions of Zen just to dump it. Like, what an ET move, bro. Like, what a waste of energy. Like, you could do so much better stuff with your life, but that's what you're gonna do. X on your chest, so you the Black Superman. I actually have a really cool what's up, Dioshland? Hey, call me Malcolm X, the Superman. But yeah, I have X on my chest and on my head. Is EBTC and EBS? Oh, I don't actually know. I don't play on Pulse but maybe someone in the chat knows if they're alive. Are those cats still alive? Web 420 says Tree City was. Lols. Yo, what do you work for? Yo, I work for Web 420. Yeah. We got interesting things coming out next week. I work in Web 420. That's actually way cooler than saying I work in Web 3. Cringe. Like, no, you don't. You don't work in Web 3, but you can work in Web 420 if you take a rip of this Puffco. I see someone is testing the waters over here. But yeah, so I got off track a little bit there. But yeah, so with the cbXEN again, you're seeing a time machine experience of what Zen looks like when supply shock happens on Ethereum, because everyone has burned their coins. Now, how did cbXEN get here? I've already said this before, but no one was making the Zen over here. The fees were too low and L2s weren't an interest. There was no memes on base to make it actually, in my opinion, a place you could sit and store your meme value in a gas coin, right? Like cbXEN, right? And then that's why I was like, oh, we are just fortunate that there was a high gas peak for 6 days and no one could mint, and it threw off the supply. It's like, how in the hell did we get blessed like this? If gas didn't play a factor and we didn't get those 6 days, and then if cbXEN didn't have such a low gas from the beginning, it might have lived a life like the rest of the Zens, but instead I think it's sped up time. Like, it not having that beginning activity actually sped it up, and I love it. Every other Zen up until cbXEN, it got like indoctrinated like ETHZen, but they're not like ETHZen. None of them. They're actually all like cbXEN, but we've printed so many of them, and again, we have to be on that native chain for it to be of value. So it's just harder for those prices to rise in a week span, right? Look at this weekly. Like, this is crazy. It should be deleted by now. That's kind of why I'm saying, yo, the supply shock is 100% in on cbXEN, because this should be deleted by now. And like, somebody needs to come and delete it. Like, that's how fair this is. Like, anybody at the top can delete this if they want, but they won't. Because that would be dumb. Like, why would you do that, especially before base has a consistency of users? So right now base isn't popular, so you kind of have some time. Yeah, like right now the gas fees are pretty good. They're pretty good right now. 3 cent total cost for vanilla, 7 cents for a XenFT, and that's awesome, right? But the thing is, again, even though it's super duper cheap, supply shock is based on time. It's not based on, like XENblocks. I'm gonna go turn on some hash power. No, Zen is based on time. So you don't have enough time to make 347 billion Zen. Like, even with the max VMUs. So this is a day's worth of Zen. Max VMUs on base. You'll get 7 million. Where's my cellular device? Where is my cellular device? Let's look at this calculator here. Yeah, you'll need 49 or 495 max mints. Ugh. And a max mint is let's say we'll do XeNFT, so $4 for 495 times 4. So okay, that's $1,900. That's actually not hard. That's actually not hard. But that's in one day. Yeah, you would be losing money, because this person only was able to get 500 or $400. How much was it? Yeah, 544 USD. So this is what I'm saying. Like, the math doesn't math up when we enter supply shock, because it's called Jack 11 kind of coined it. It's called free lunch. There's no more free lunch once supply shock is entered the game, because no one can change time. It's like you have all this time to mine, buy, get, and then at some point on every chain, it's gonna be like, nah, you can't do that no more. Like, you're gonna have to max mint it to get the same amount you could have bought off the decks. You know, you could have minted 200 days ago to have this today, but now the gas is so high on all chains because every chain is going through their like marathon rallies, right? Like, Polygon is gonna go on a rally. We all know this. They're gonna go on a full-blown campaign and be like, fuck with us. You know, BNB is gonna do the same. All the gas, and that's what I'm saying. All the gas probably will go up. I don't know how big our network will get. It's pretty massive already, but it is quiet. So it is, it is a question for the curious. Like, how big is this all gonna get? And again, I think Zen is gonna pop off right when most L1s become popular, and then that's why today's price and today's mine is the best you're ever gonna get, ever. So cbXEN again is showing us these mannerisms where users get it. Today's Zen is the cheapest I'm gonna buy it, the cheapest I'm gonna mine it, and today is not the day to sell. And that's really cool game mechanics of a fair launch. That's a true fair launch when everyone, in Bitcoin, they call it the honest chain. Everyone agrees that this is the honest chain. In Zen, I would say supply shock is when it becomes very honest, because at that point, you sold all the Zen back here. So now here, you ain't got no more to sell unless your bag holding, which is probably positive because you get it. You get that you sell short and sweet. You don't release the bag. You sell short and sweet, and you just enjoy the ride. Hodl culture. Hodl culture has kind of died in the memes as well. Hold up. 1 second. Had to answer the phone. Are you running an X1 node? Yeah, right now I'm running one. So I plan on continuing to run that race. I just don't know how long I'm gonna be able to stay up with the teams. And again, that's why I'm getting it now. Like, even in our node world, that's about running a race. And those that plan to run the race right, they're going to win so hard. I'm just observing them because I don't know what my race is I'm running right now. I'm trying to be a whale, I guess. Oh, they purged a bunch of validators. They noticed that hanging validators isn't too good because it slows the chain down. So let's see what the chain speed is right now. Oh yeah, and there's a damn, what is that site? I think Jack posted it. But there's a site where you can see all of it. Let me see. I guess I have to go to his Twitter account. Dreaded Jack Levin Twitter account. But there's now you can see all the nodes and their performance. I couldn't get that out because we want that. If you're gonna run the node world or race, you're gonna want to be, educated on what is the best. What is the best. And especially too, if you're delegating, you're gonna want to make sure you're delegating to the best. Damn, double back. Let me close some of these tabs. That's probably what it is. Your boy got too many tabs open. Shut it down. Man, what happened to it? Oh, it's right here. x1val.online. That was kind of a... We'll see it pop up right now, though. Blockchain. But yeah, like, so you see some people right now, they're like trying to make brands in a sense using, damn, where's mine? Am I out of commission? What the hell? I must be in maintenance. Downtime for 26 minutes. Oh, so sometime in the stream. Yeah, see, this is where I'm at with my node. I need to beef it up because it keeps turning off. And I get it. It like, my node, what's happening is I only have 16 gigabytes of RAM. So even though I have a super good CPU, the RAM isn't moving fast enough for how fast the chain can move. And it ends up kicking me out because like I get the wrong epoch, like I'm on the wrong chain. And I mean, it's interesting because it shows like, okay, cool. Yeah. Like when you want to be an X1 validator, you have to take it serious. You cannot not take it serious. Like this is not like staking Zen. This is a business. This is a priority because you might have delegators and they want to delegate with you because they, you know, want some extra chips. And you won't get any extra delegators. You might not get a lot of XN coins. I mean, you will, but you might not get as much as you can, you know, possibly get. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking about with this whole validation thing is maybe I'll let those that are really, really into it run that race. Because I'm into it. But am I really into it? You know, like, am I really that into it? I like XENblocks. So what I'm probably going to do is read only and then stake my XNM. That's like my whole theory right now. Stake all my XNM and all my super blocks to a read only node and then just, you know, get block rewards and XN from mining XNM. And that's what I mean. Like X1 chain is going to be there for you. Whatever you want to do, however you trying to move, you know, it's going to support all variations of crypto. You're not locked in a box. You're not locked in a community. You are in the industry at the end of the day, in my opinion. Damn, this thing is cooking right now, though. 17 XN. When was the last time I claimed this? March 29th. So like last week. Nice. So a week's worth of running a node. 17 XN. That's pretty awesome. I fucks with it. But yeah, see, like for me right now, X1 chain is live and I'm like learning what is the best approach. And there's a lot of other people doing the same things. And that's why, again, I'm hopefully you're comprehending that like in this game of crypto, you have to get away from tokens and stop thinking that tokens are going to make you rich, because they're not. It's going to be infrastructure and it's going to be design. That is how we are all going to become filthy. And if you're not involved in a bigger project, like I don't know how we got here, dude. Right? But it was supposed to happen. Like this idea was supposed to be this strong. I was already hearing about the free airdrops just by paying the gas fee. That was already a thing in NFTs. So the whole that is not new to me. Like, oh, pay a gas fee, or pay the gas fee and get a product. Like that's not new. The burn feature is new. The 12 chains is new. The burn all of it for an ultimate chain is new. Right? That is crazy. Most chains don't do that shit. They just make the coins and give them to everybody. Not X1 chain. Proof of participation to the max. So, yeah, man. And that's why, too, I was like, yo, you can run a validator and get a bunch of XN as well. But you really have to run the race. Oh, we're back to 2-second blocks. Awesome. Yeah, they were talking about, see, that's why, like, me and my shitty node need to get the fuck off the network because I'm slowing it down. Damn. I got to get off X1 chain. Can you upgrade your, you can upgrade your computer. Yeah, you can upgrade your computer. Hashhead number 8 has 1.3 million XN currently delegated. Damn, that's crazy. The hash heads. I'm over there too. I should just close my node down and stake with you, Wes. Yeah, look at all these delegators. So this is actually a really good way to look at it. So, see, Tree City West has a good product going on here. From the Hashhead website to the validator presence, you know, those two correlations, you're going to get delegators. And then that's why I said in myself, I'm like, oh, if I got 260 delegators, do I really want to be customer service to these motherfuckers? I don't know. I'm just kidding. It's just passion. If you have a really good computer and you're like, you know, you're on it and it's nothing to you. That's what it feels like in this community. It feels like for some people, it's just nothing to them, you know? So I think that is one of the most comfortable ways to set this up. And that's why this is for the people. You need to be comfortable. Most blockchains aren't like that. You show up and you're like fighting for your life. Like in Zen, you're just trying to figure out where everybody is so you can continue or you can start your, you know, your move. But yeah, these 2-second blocks is pretty crazy. This shit is pumping gas right now. They're running some sort of test on it. That's why my 26 minutes ago, I must have gotten kicked out because once the chain speeds up and a lot of transactions are happening, that's typically when my computer gets kicked because it's moving it's way too fast. It's a Ferrari. It should kick you out. And it's cheap. Here, we'll do a transaction. Jeez. Gas on ETH right now at 88 Gwei out of nowhere. Is it dumping? Oh yeah. So I was looking at the nodes list. It looks like it wasn't loading. Maybe there's some issue here right now. But yeah, I was looking at the nodes list and I was kind of low. I was like 150 or something. But that's great, you know. I have a pretty good computer, like 12 cores. I mean, that's kind of slow by 4 cores. And it has 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is slow by 16 GB. So it's like the bare minimum. And it still was doing pretty all right. That's why I'm hyped that the rest of the network is so badass that it's going to be speed. Speed on speed on speed. Speed on speed on speed. Why are you speeding? Cool. Yeah, here, let's go ahead and claim these 17 XN coins. What will be happening to DBZen after X1 launch? Less burners for DBZen? I don't think so. I think there's going to be more burners. Yeah, gas fees here is super cheap. This is okay. So this is actually another thing people don't talk about. But in Solana, one of the reasons why Solana works is because you pay nothing for transactions. And that's why people will move to Base, because they know currently Base is 1 cent for a transaction. And that's what they want. Right. And that's why Coinbase wants that goal. But at the same time, we know that that's not the goal. Like, the goal is to flood you know, the market and make sure there's a competitive edge to gas, and it's just not going to robots, because they make more money off of that, right? So low gas is a selling point in layer ones, and people need to see it and feel it. You can't just talk about low gas, you have to offer it. And the moment it's not low no more, you lose people. It's like the car broke down. Oh, the car broke down. Nah, I ain't going back. So what's cool about XEN is that it's starting very low in gas consumption because it's a DAG, and that's going to go up over time. So that's how fast the transactions happen. I should have already confirmed. 2 seconds. Oh, it's so fast. It says 404 right now. Show me it. Show me the transaction. Voila. 2.1 seconds. Man, this thing got a crazy 404. LOL, car gas. Yeah, that's like car gas too. That's what I mean. Like, I think there's not a lot of people doing research and case studies right now about the human behavior of blockchain interaction. Like, that's going to come next, though, when they start hooking people up and like reading their brainwaves about like what in crypto really makes them intrigued. Because again, crypto is something wild. It's actually valuable. And it's only because we're making it valuable. Like, if the government really shut it down, then it wouldn't become valuable. But they can't. So they kind of cornered. But, you know, that's why I'm like, yo, you got to take it how it comes. If it's coming like this and it's in 2.1 seconds, fuck it. Run it. I know that's faster than Pulse Chain. Shots fired. No, it's faster than a lot of different chains. I don't even think Ethereum is at 2-second blocks. Like, that's not possible. That is not possible. Yeah, 14 seconds. Which is pretty fast. But it ain't 2 seconds. And this is right now, this is what we're trying to mimic. So you'll see, damn. What was that extra? That must have been like layer 2s. Oh, right here, yeah. Wow, with the layer 2s is insane. 2.3 billion transactions. See that, like, you see what I mean? Like, okay, so in quantum, they say that the only way to achieve the infinite is to fractionalize the inflation at the end. That's the only way you can achieve it. That's kind of like the idea that, like, we are painting as we go. We get to the infinite and then we fractionalize it and we do stuff with the fractions. So in Ethereum's quantum, those layer 2s are fractionalizing the transactions. On the actual base layer, it looks like they have 1.2 million. But the roll-ups and the rollbacks have 2.3 billion. So that's kind of nuts to see that correlation there. It's pretty fun though. Yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, layer 2s are actually smart. Now that it makes a lot of sense to me. Layer 2s, you move people there and it saves the base layer. Or it just saves the base layer so that people don't have to pay crazy gas, even though gas is still going to get crazy. This says 36, but this is 87. Maybe this is on Polygon? Who's right here? Is this a glitch? Oh man, we got a matrix glitch going on. This is telling me gas is 88, but this is telling me gas is 39. Which one is it? I am so confused. Yo, this is the first time block native hasn't been aligned with the website. I'm so confused. Why higher gas on the blockchain? Why higher gas blockchains will be good for Zen burners to receive XEN allocation? Why higher gas blockchains will be good for Zen burners to receive XEN allocation? XEN allocation is going to be basically going through a smart contract, and that smart contract is going to use an Oracle system to register the cost of production. So on some chains, because gas is low, cost of production can be as low as 8 cents on ETH 31 cents on ETH POW. Whereas on other chains like a Moonbeam, it can be $2.45, which is cheaper than Base at 4. So you want to be on a chain that has a higher gas cost of production, because that's going to allow you to have better burn to the other side. And again, that's why I like Base again, because the fees are so cheap on the outside of creating the Zen. The fees are just so cheap. So I mean on the rest of the other chains too, but this is an Ethereum. But yeah, that's why you want to be on a chain with a good burn. And yeah, I mean it's all, that's just today though. We gotta wait for X1 chain and we gotta get there. So today's speculation is just be on a good chain. You want to be on Avalanche because it's gonna have a good burn ratio. You want to be on Binance because it's gonna have a good burn ratio, right? You want to be on Polygon because it's the same thing. The ones I would say you don't want to be is the ones that don't have any cost. That's where you don't want to be. Depends on your percentages. What's up, ZTFO? Wake the fuck up. But didn't Jack say it was based on liquidity or economical energy? And we need a white paper. Yeah, we need the white paper and all that stuff. Well, now he said market caps, and then he backtraced because that was stupid when he had said that. I thought it was kind of dumb too. Well, if my first ignition was like, wait, that sounds smart, but then the more I was doing the vibes, I was like, nah, that's not that smart. Because if you base it on the market cap, you would have to do it off of the Zen market cap. But then this is going to keep growing, and it could grow overnight. Like overnight, it could just flip and just be all the way up here. So then like yesterday I was burning, getting nothing, and then today it's way up here, you know? So that's why I was like, okay, it could be by market cap. And then they said price Oracle. And that's why I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. Because if you had a Oracle that did the math, like a smart contract Oracle that always did the math on how much it cost to burn it. And what I was saying using this calculator is you would just do 1 VMU. So the price of 1 VMU and then however much Zen is coming out of that 1 VMU. And that's why it would actually intensify the burn as Zen goes down and you need less Zen basically because it's like counteracting inflation. You would be burning more towards the end. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, everyone's going to burn all their Zen at the very end. It's going to go all the way. So today it doesn't really matter. But I feel like the smartest thing is to peg it to that moment of burn. Right when I want to burn 50,000 cbXEN, it's equivalent to 18 cents. Right? I mean, you could also throw the time in there. But yeah, right now, if I did 1 day, 24 hours, I get 50 for 18 cents. So that sounds like that's like the best way. I'm not going to code it though. Someone else code it. I'm back. I was listening to Jack and the group of nerds talking on Twitter. Oh, he's alive on Twitter. Finally. Well, he didn't do anything because the price didn't move. Damn it. Someone tell Jack to shill harder on those Twitter spaces. I can't keep shilling this shit. I can't keep shilling this shit. Hey, I'm thinking about getting into Phoenix on base. Ain't nobody doing anything over here though. 7 days ago, someone started a stake. 7 days ago, someone burned. Y'all doing this one? Y'all playing Z? Y'all playing Phoenix? Where is Joe Blau? Nah. Joe Blau set up the best experience for himself. Unscheduled maintenance in progress. Block data might not be up to date. Yeah, y'all are tripping right now. Base is tripping hard. See what I mean? Like, so what I'm feeling like Base is doing right now is they're also pulling a Solana and they're editing the blockchain as users show up. I mean, this is crazy, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. There was 0 holders and now there's 27. Damn, there's only 20. There's only what? There ain't no body doing this. Phoenix is fairly launched, so like technically this is pretty crazy that there's like no coins. Like there's 0 Phoenix coins. All right, fuck it. I'll burn for some Phoenix, man. The fuck I'm gonna do with this Zen anyways? I gotta burn it. Fuck it, we'll do it live. Burn it live. If Jack wants free marketing, he should give all the side chains an advantage so the chains will skyrocket and correlate with XenETH. That is a fair, and it will give Xenians an advantage. Yeah, I've always thought of that too. But then my whole thought about that is that it demolished fairness, low key. Because then you don't have the story that it was just normal. And I think that's the goal. The goal is to make sure Zen is as normal as possible and not any manipulation from anybody, like even down to that, like, oh, I'm gonna give a bonus. Like the only manipulated, what do you call it? The most manipulated thing in Zen is OP Zen. It's got all human manipulation all over it. It's the only one that has a different amp, and that's kind of why, again, I'm like, you don't really want any human interaction in the Zen because it's not gonna help it. What we want is just it to click. Right, that's why I'm saying in the title, like cbXEN, it needs to click. Like once it clicks, it's over because you're gonna be consumed by how easy it is. Like, oh, it makes sense, and that's where I'm waiting for the real money to come into Zen because it makes sense. But they're not gonna come in until there's a green candle, which is dumb. But what might happen is, you know, Jack Levin says something that clicks, and people really do trust him. Right, as a Xenian, I think we don't need to trust him because this is our world, and he just happened to be the person to lay it out there. And like, we need to trust the product. We need to trust the process. If more Xenians trusted the process, it would fucking go crazy. Like, look at cbXEN. That's what I'm saying. cbXEN is trusting the process. As long as everybody plays their part, you know, gets it, minds it. Man, this burn button is fucking broken, bro. Burns it. then everything should be a-okay. I'm trying to use Phoenix right now. This might be a bad idea. I should just go in the DBs. Nah, man, I'm trying. There's only 27 people that hold this. How can I not? Plus, I'm buying $5 of CBs in a day and I'm burning it. How can I not? How can I not? Web 420. I work in Web 420. That's how I should have been introducing myself to people. I work in Web 420. Damn, I guess I just can't use Phoenix, bruh, on base. It's just like, this fight is just so hating. It's hating on me. Look at page unresponsive. All right, we'll try that another time. But I do think it's pretty fascinating that there's not a lot of holders. And if I burn 7 billion Phoenix right now, I'm going to jump straight up to number 4. Right? And Phoenix is just a compounded version of Zen. It's 10,000 to 1 Zen. Let me see. Oh, it's got 69 in the contract. That's kind of cool. That's kind of Web 420. I want to shill DBs in, but the gas fees are so low on base. I think like $20 worth of gas like entered that contract today. Yeah. See, it's like what do we want to pump on base? You have DBs and you have Zen and then you have Phoenix. Or someone can make another Zen Doge. That's where I end the stream. Yeah, that's where I end the stream. Let you guys ponder on it. But yo, man, till tomorrow, we'll see what happens. Actually, tomorrow's Satoshi's birthday. So maybe something special happens. Maybe something special happens. Maybe Web 420 happens. But until then, y'all stay safe. Peace.